Honourable members, I want to advise the House that given this is the Honourable Member for Huon's last sitting day in this place, a bit shorter than he probably thought he was going to get, I'm going to allow the Honourable Member to make a brief contribution to the Council, and in doing so also allow any other Honourable Member who may wish to speak to do that also. I invite the Honourable Member for Huon.
Hear, hear.
Hear, hear.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, and thank you for allowing me to rise and to speak for the very last time in this chamber and indeed the Tasmanian Parliament. And as I've indicated before, my time here in this Parliament will come to an end next week. And following the advice from the Parliamentary Standards Commissioner, my resignation will come into effect on the 7th of January next year, when I will drive my old and trusted Volkswagen Beetle to Government House in order to see the Governor of Tasmania, Her Excellency the Honourable Barbara Baker. The election for the new member for the seat of Huon will therefore be held on the first Saturday in May 2022, very much in line with the elections for the seats of Elwick and the seat of McIntyre, and I'm quite sure both honourable members will be easily returned because they're outstanding local members, hard-working and very committed to the cause.
Thank you, honourable member.
Mr. President, since I announced my resignation and the reasons for it, I've received almost 700 letters, emails and messages urging me to reconsider and to stay on. And to say that I felt overwhelmed by the unexpected personal support and encouragement would be a significant understatement. I've questioned ever since whether my decision to resign was right, and I'm fully aware that I disappointed many of my supporters in my community and indeed my party. But I've got to admit that I've been lacking the resilience required to thrive or even just to survive in the microcosm of politics. I just couldn't do it. I can't look back now, but please allow me to express my sincere gratitude to all who reached out to me over the last weeks. It really means a lot. It really does. So it's time for me to say thank you, and it's time for me to say goodbye. So thank you, Mr. President, for your warmth and your wisdom. You are ideal for the role of the President, and long may you continue as the member for Derwent and President of this House. I also want to thank the Leader of the Government, the Honourable Member for Montgomery. I know I've been quite naughty sometimes with asking pesky questions, but you've handled them with grace and dignity, and quite frankly, you get paid for it as well. You are now being ably supported by the member for Rosevears, and I'm glad to see you climbing up the career ladder in your party. You will do fine. Please remain kind in your role. We also have good support now, Honourable Leader, from the new member for Windermere, who adds a bit of bite to the discussions, and that's entirely complementary to other members of this House. I want to thank the member for Prosser, who, as a minister, always had time for any issue from my electorate that affected her portfolios, and that's not the norm. That's not the norm. And she's always been there, she's always been genuine. I want to thank the Honourable Member for Mercy for putting so much work in the end-of-life choices bill, so much work, and carried that bill through with expertise, conviction, and success. And my small contributions on that bill will forever be the highlight for me in that time I had the privilege to have in this Parliament. And I thank you for that. I'd like to thank my seat buddy, the member for Hobart, for teaching me how to be open-minded and for teaching me how to listen to contributions and to only make my mind up once I've listened to everybody, because that's what you do. And I thank you for that. I want to thank the honourable member for Nelson for entering battles she can't win, but do it regardless. And that's, is a principle of democracy. And that is the definition of honour. And I appreciate that very, very much. I'd like to thank the member for Launceston for continuously looking out for...
Launceston?
but also for the many medical practitioners and health practitioners. And I know you have a special interest in particular working with the AMA, and I appreciate the role very much, so thank you. I've got to say the best seat in this House, of course, is the seat next to the member for Murchison. And quite frankly, she just taught me the ropes very early on, and she's a tough teacher, but she's also an excellent teacher. I don't think I've had many role models in my life professionally, but certainly the member for Murchison is one of them. So thank you very much for just being there, for answering the many questions I had, and for giving me lots of work to do now in my last few days, with all the inquiry stuff that's still coming up. Already mentioned the member for McIntyre, who, I don't know how you manage it to cover a huge electorate as you do, and you know it inside out. And it's great to see you always being prepared, always making a contribution. And you said it's been 17 years in this parliament, and I'm sure it's going to be many, many, many more to come.
Thank you.
Of course, I'm going to thank my Labour colleagues here in this House. We've spent pretty much more time together than we're actually spending with our families. And it's been, tough at times, but we've developed friendships really above and beyond the politics of the day. And I will sincerely miss working with you. I really will. It's been excellent. I thank you, the clerks and our parliamentary officers. You're working so hard. You are the first people in the morning, your last people out. Working hours and the workload is incredible. I'm not sure, how you do it. I'd like to thank the members of the government who are supporting the leader, Mandy, Jonathan, Will. You've always been very responsive to my requests and emails, and you've done this really well, and I thank you for the two. I'd like to thank Hansard for translating and transcribing my contributions here into the King's English, which I think was a significant challenge for you.
How did they go with that tree?
I never even bothered checking. They've just done this fine. So I trust the professionals, and I'm sure they've done it really well. So thank you for doing that. I worked our research officers and our library staff very, very hard. I think once I got a paper from a library in Lithuania within 48 hours, because it was some bizarre paper they couldn't find anywhere else. So quite incredible. And they were just there. Nothing was ever too hard. It's fabulous. Thank you to the staff in the dining room and the cafeteria. So I've used them a lot. The food is excellent. And again, they're still waiting for us now. They're doing really well. I'd like to really thank my elected officer, Maurice Malone, who has worked absolutely tirelessly for me and for my electorate of Huon. I could not have asked for any better support and wise counsel. It's been fabulous working with him because he actually cares about the community. I already know that he will have a very, very bright future ahead of him.
He even turns up at bowling night for you.
He does, absolutely does. So, he might be a member of this House in no time. You never know. Last but not least, I'd like to thank my family, my wife Alexandra and my two boys, Henry and Freddie. It's been quite an experience for all of us. I'm coming home now. So thank you, honourable members. It's been a privilege.